Good morning, class 11. So, we have started with the protozoans, right? Protozoans protist, and we are left with the ciliated and the sporozoans one. So, I'm going to take in this lecture the ciliated protozoans with you. And when we say ciliated protozoans, now they are, as you can see, the locomotive structure is cilia, right? For their locomotion, the structure which is used by them, that is cilia. And very famous, very common example which we know, that is the paramecium. It is a free living organism normally found in fresh water. Few they are definitely one of the ciliated protozoan which is pathogenic also, and endoparasite, that is Balantidium, right? So please note down that it separately, that Balantidium, it is a pathogenic endoparasite. One most important feature in the ciliated protozoan is two different nuclei are present. That is why they are known as binucleate. Two different nuclei they are observed in these ciliated protozoan. And commonly this paramecium, it is known as slippers like, because if you look at its structure, it looks like the sole of the slippers because of its body structure. So it is known as the slippers like. If you just when you draw the paramecium, then this has all over the body, it has cilia. All over the body it has cilia, right? Now here is the structure which is known as cytosome, and it is actually the known as this opening, it is known as mouth, through which food enters into the paramecium. And then this path, this path, inner side, this path is known as gullet, and gullet, in which ingestion of food is, intake of food is done, and it is completely lined with the cilia. Then at the end there is a structure, vacuole like structure, which is known as food vacuole. Actually, what is the role of this food vacuole? That this food vacuole, it moves in the form or the shape of 8. It moves like this, so that the complete nutrition can be circulated throughout the cell. Complete cell mein there will be the inner side, there will be the throughout, there will be the complete nutrition can be circulated. So it moves in that 8 shape form. Then there is another opening, and this is known as cytophyge. And cytophyge is very similar to the anus, through which the undigested food basically is thrown out. Then I told you that they have two kind of nucleus. One is bigger one, which is macronucleus, and another one is smaller, which is known as micronucleus. Macronucleus, it regulate all the activities of cell, and micronucleus, it is controlling the reproduction part. Then there is these contractile vacuoles, they are observed. One is here and one I have drawn here. These help in osmoregulation. When there is change in some concentration in the water, that is maintained by contractile vacuole, right? So this is all about paramecium which we need to know. Now comes to the sporozoans. Sporozoans, they are endoparasites. Endoparasites, and most commonly known to us, that is Plasmodium, which is the malarial parasite which live inside the other's body. They discovered by scientist Leveron. He discovered this parasite, this sporozoan persist in the RBC of human, right? And they are digenetic, and digenetic means these these sporozoan, this plasmodium, ये जो plasmodium है, it completes its life cycle in two hosts. What are these two hosts? One is the primary host and one is the secondary host. Now primary host here is the female Anopheles mosquito, and this is the host in which this plasmodium, yes, it completes its gamete formation, fusion of gametes, even, or if I will say correctly, the reproductive part of plasmodium is completed here in the female Anopheles, and secondary host is human or man. How does it happen? The life cycle of plasmodium, it completes in three phases. One is schizogony, one is gamogony, and one is sporogony, right? Schizogony, in which only there is the multiple fission happens, many nuclei they are developed. It happens in the liver division phase, basically in the RBC of humans. So that is why this fission, this division is known as hepatic schizogony and erythrolytic schizogony because of the RBC. Gamogony. Now, gamogony means gamete formation. It starts in human, but it completes in female Anopheles, right? And sporogony, it completes in sporogony means that is the further the fusion that completes in female Anopheles mosquito. So this is the way in which this plasmodium or the sporozoan protist completes its life cycle and cause the malaria in the human beings. So here we are finished with our kingdom Protista, right? I am telling you that I have not taken the much detail of this Protista or the members of Protista. I have taken only those points which are mentioned in our syllabus as well as in the NCERT, and few additional points. The rest, more additional for the NEET, I will take in the separate or special lectures, okay, after completing our syllabus. Okay, so first go through these the basic points that will 100 more than 100% that will help you to read NCERT in a very easy manner, and you will be able to understand every single line. Okay, so I will meet you with the another kingdom